For most of human history, purpose was not something you searched for. It was assigned. You were born into a role, a trade, a responsibility. You didn't ask who you were meant to become. Survival answered that question for you. You worked because you had to eat. You partnered because you had to build a family. You endured because there was no alternative. Purpose was external, forced by necessity. And in many ways, that simplicity kept people sane. Today, we live in a completely different reality. For the first time in history, millions of people are not constrained by survival in the same way. We have technology that can feed the entire planet. We have automation that can replace physical labor. We have AI systems that can think, calculate, write, design, and optimize faster than any human ever could. And instead of liberation, we're seeing confusion, an identity crisis on a global scale. Because when purpose is no longer forced, it must be chosen, and choice, when unlimited, becomes overwhelming. In the past, you became something because you had no other option. Today, you can become almost anything, and that is precisely the problem. Too many paths, too many voices, too many identities to try on. People aren't lost because they lack opportunity. They're lost because they have too much of it. I didn't just change how we work. It disrupted how we define worth. If machines can do what we do faster and cheaper, then what are we here for? If productivity is automated, what gives life meaning? This is the question quietly haunting modern humanity, and here's the truth most people avoid. Your purpose was never your job. It was never your productivity. It was never your title. Those were survival mechanisms, not meaning. We mistook necessity for destiny. As AI removes more external pressure, it forces us inward. For the first time, human purpose is shifting from doing to being, and this transition is painful. Because most people have never been taught how to listen to themselves. When external structure disappears, whatever is unresolved inside you rises to the surface. Unhealed wounds, unexpressed desires, forgotten curiosity, suppressed intuition. That's why so many feel lost. Not because they have no purpose, but because they then never had to ask what truly resonates. This is where spirituality enters the conversation. Not religion, not dogma, but alignment. There is a principle echoed across ancient philosophies, mysticism, and modern psychology. You move toward what you resonate with, not what you force, not what impresses others, but what feels alive inside you. This is the law of desire and resonance. Desire is not weakness, it is information. It points toward growth. But most people were taught to suppress desire, to be practical, realistic, acceptable. So their internal compass went quiet. In a world where survival no longer dictates your role, purpose emerges from resonance. From paying attention to what expands you rather than drains you. From noticing what pulls you into focus instead of distraction. From following curiosity instead of obligation. Purpose is not something you discover in one moment. It's something you tune into, like adjusting a radio frequency. At first, there's static, confusion, noise. But the more honest you become with yourself, the clearer the signal gets. And here's the part most people misunderstand. Purpose does not need to be grand. It doesn't need to save the world. It doesn't need to be monetized immediately. It doesn't need to make sense to others. Purpose begins as alignment. Ask yourself this: what activities make time disappear? What ideas won't leave you alone? What problems do you feel drawn to solve? What skills feel natural to refine? These are not accidents. They are clues. Your ancestors were shaped by necessity. You are shaped by choice. And choice requires responsibility. Not to be perfect, but to be honest. The suffering of modern society is not meaningless. It's a signal that humanity is evolving beyond survival-based identity, but evolution is uncomfortable. The caterpillar dissolves before it becomes something else. AI is not here to erase human purpose. It's here to strip away false ones. The ones built on fear, the ones built on scarcity, the ones built on external validation. What remains is essence. If basic needs are met, if time is freed, if survival is no longer the primary concern, then the only remaining purpose is this: to grow in awareness, to refine character, to deepen understanding, to create meaning consciously, to do better not out of pressure, but out of alignment. If you feel lost right now, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means the old scripts no longer work, and the new ones haven't been written yet. Purpose in this age is not assigned. It is cultivated. Through silence. Through exploration. Through discipline. Through listening. You don't need to find your purpose all at once. You only need to move toward what feels true. One step at a time. The rest will resonate into place.